My husband smells so good. Doesn't smell good, but
You
you
smell so
smells
good.
nice,
Buy him perfume and make him smell good.
Imagine
In your partner,
how
whether
painful
it's your
it is,
husband,
man.
your wife. This one, you don't know him. This one is stupid. This one doesn't think. Trying to hype yourself, trying to look cool in front of your family or your workmates at the expense of your partner. It's real, baby.
Because remember, not everyone is offering companionship as good intentions.
Yeah.
Some actually know that you are really desperate, you're in a tight situation, and they know that you are lonely, they know you need company, they want to fill that gap just for their own selfish reasons. So you have to be sure and careful, because before you know it, you are in a trap that you can't even get out. Greetings. Welcome to Real Life Conversations with Israel and Guy. It's always an exciting time, we are here, each and every time, with my beautiful wife, Guy. How are you doing today?
Hi guys, how are you? I'm all right.
All right.
I'm okay, just tired, but I'm okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. We really appreciate it, and I will keep on bringing all the good stuff to you guys. Thank you so much. And today, we've got a very interesting topic that, as a couple or as a married person, lady or gentleman, husband or wife, it is very important to make sure that circle around you. You need to have the right circle around you, because what we have noticed, I think we were actually discussing with someone that they are a bit worried about the people that are surrounding their partner. Not because maybe they are bad people or anything, but there are certain levels of influence that they actually bring into that relationship that the other partner is now very worried about. So, guys, we're going to discuss this hopefully to help someone out there. Okay, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's very, very, very important to choose good company, to hang around with people that motivate you, that uplift you, that build you up, that push you. Especially people that push you are very, very, very important. And also to discuss together, to figure it out together, to ask other people. You might be new in town, new in a place.
Yep.
You don't know who is who, what's going on, people at work and everything. Take your time to learn to know people, to study people before you open up too much, before you start and get too personal with someone. Just take your time. Don't be too easily taken and be easily drawn into someone, be it friendship, whatever it is. Just take your time to know someone and to ask around and to study someone before you tell them everything and anything about you, and then you end up regretting it.
Yeah, I understand, like when you are here, like in the diaspora, it can be lonely. You can get lonely very, very much. It's actually something that can happen. And, the sad part of it is you can actually be lonely while you're married. You have your partner, but you are lonely because most of the time it's because of the shifts, the work patterns. Sometimes, with childcare as well, you have to be alternating. The other one works during the day, the other one at night. So probably in a week or in a month, you probably meet on a few occasions. You can have maybe some few minutes during the day or during the night, but maybe sometimes, for example, if you're working nights, usually it's 4 days a week. So you're probably just gonna sleep in your house for 3 days.
And she's working days.
And she's working days during the time that
You're
you're
in,
gonna.
you're out.
So you can actually get lonely. Yeah. But you need to make sure, even though you get lonely like that, don't just settle for less. Don't try to just find a quick fix. Yeah, to find maybe someone to take away that loneliness, because in then doing that, you end up getting the wrong company in that process.
And you definitely regret it. It's very important to keep your mind busy, to communicate your feelings to your partner. Baby, I'm so lonely. I'm hungry. I'm deprived and everything. Talk about it. Open up about it. Sometimes, even just talking about your sexual feelings and talking about things that you feel I might not actually be there to be there with you to do whatever you want to do, but just talking it out, taking off that pressure by talking to your partner, communicating your feelings and everything is very important, because the more that you say you can't be there for each other physically, and then you don't even talk about things and everything, that becomes too much. So as much as you are busy, you're exhausted and everything, get those small moments, talk to each other, find a break at work, text, talk, call, whatever it is. Just make sure that you stay connected, you stay communicating. so that you don't lose the vibe or end up falling into the wrong arms. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, not everyone is offering companionship as good intentions.
Yeah.
Some actually know that you are really desperate, you're in a tight situation, and they know that you are lonely, they know you need company, they want to fill that gap just for their own selfish reasons. So you have to be sure and careful, because before you know it, you are in a trap that you can't even get out.
There's no way that someone can show genuine companionship to someone who is married. Already they've got bad intentions.
Intentions
Because
already.
if you show companionship, you show interest in my husband, saying he's lonely, who are you? Why are you showing interest? Why are you
I'm
trying
the
to help my
helper.
husband? No, don't help my husband. Find your own helper, find your own companion.
Yeah.
So if you see those people trying to draw closer, whether from church, from work, from the community, whatever, just so that, there should be something wrong with me. They should think that there's something missing on me. Why do they think that I need their companionship? Fix it. Talk to your partner.
Yeah.
Baby, so and so was approaching me. He said, I look tired. I look sad. What do they mean? Do I look tired and sad? Let's go out. Let's talk about this and
Yeah.
everything. Open up to your partner. Talk to your partner. Let your partner be your best friend. Someone you talk about with everything, jokingly, sadly, and everything, realistically. Even those said, and hard, and dark things
Yeah.
that you think of. Talk to your partner about it, because the more you hide it, you're opening a door, a window, a heaven for the enemy to just creep in. There are people watchdog. There are people who are just looking out there to see that today there's a gap at church, at work, whatever. They see that, today he's not happy. Today they'll be looking at even your body language at church, at a gathering, whatever. Usually they see Israel cannot take his hands off one guy when we're at church, when they're talking or whatever, when they're sitting together. They can say, today's different. That's my chance. So the devil is always looking for a way to creep in. So don't give the devil a chance. Don't give those people, home wreckers, a chance. Stay connected, stay communicating, so that the devil won't creep in and ruin your relationship and ruin your marriage and ruin your whatever, your dating relationship that you have.
And you know what, Wangai, there's also this thing. I think also I'm also guilty of it. Like when you are here, you hear people saying that, you can only live once. Yeah, let's just enjoy ourselves. Or maybe let's just, do this, do that, enjoy yourself, because you remember we work so hard, all those kind of things that you can say. The only challenge with this is that this promotes maybe some unhealthy cultures that can then start to come from you, because you're just only living once. Then you end up partying or doing all those kind of activities that you never doing before. Sometimes you're trying to compensate maybe the way you used to be back home before you moved to the diaspora. Maybe you were chilled and everything. Maybe you wanted to do some things, but you didn't have the money during that time. Now you have the money. You immediately want to do everything all at the same time. The only challenge with this is there's nothing wrong to enjoy yourself, because you're working hard. You deserve it. You need to enjoy. You need to relax sometimes. But the only challenge with this, it will end up, leading you to other things that you will not like. Because I remember, there was the one time I actually heard of a guy. He was enjoying himself as well. He was stressed and everything. Then he said, no, I just need to go and drink. And then he went, took some alcohol, and he wanted to drive again, both to the following day he was going to work. And then in the process, because he was still drunk and he was going to work. In the process, he was driving like in a way that other motorists could notice that what's happening with this guy. And also, unfortunately, the police could see him, who not noticed him before he actually, he was involved in an accident, and then stopped him. Found out he was drunk, way beyond the limit that is accepted to drive when you are drunk like that. And on top of that, he was actually on his way to work. So he got into a lot of trouble because of that. Just because he said, no, today I want to just enjoy myself and celebrate because I'm stressed, those kind of things. So just be careful, because some of this will end up getting you into other situations that you cannot come back from.
Yeah, it's something that you do not want to relive, something that you don't want to reflect on, something that you don't want to share with your partner. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. If
Yeah.
you think about it, you're like, okay, if I do this, do I want one guy to know? Even my kids, if I do this, if this video leaks out of me living like this, if let's say someone is taking a video of this whole event, and then it leaks out to my mom or to my sister. Is this something that I want them to see? If it's something that I want them to know, you might not be married, but even your family, I always tell myself, and I always say that it keeps me grounded, just telling myself that there's a higher power watching. God is always watching wherever I am, whether I'm by myself, whether I'm at work. I just know that God is watching. And even whether it's driving or doing whatever, I just tell myself that everything is a test in life. Whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm being tested, I'm going to get scored for everything that I do. I always tell myself that. So ask yourself that, okay, if I'm going to get scored, if I'm going to get marked against what I did today, all the events, all the way that I say today, what am I going to get? What results am I going to get out of this? Is this something that I want people to see? Is this something that I want to relive again and people to know about me? So if it's not like that, if it's not something, it's something that makes you feel ashamed when you think about it, it's just like cheating. After you do it, you feel so dirty, so awful and everything. And it's not worth to ruin your life, whatever that event. It might bring you adrenaline on, it might make you feel excited, but is it gonna last forever? Is it worth ruining your life over?
It's not worth it.
Now you might end up having your license taken, you might ruin your relationship, you might lose your job, that's your source of finance. So it's very important to check, okay, is it really worth it? Yes, it's exciting. Yes, I'm going to have fun. Yes, it's going to pump my adrenaline, whatever. But is it really worth it? Is it really worth all the risk and all the stress and all the suffering and the things that I might lose because of this? Is it really worth it? So it's very important to try and check before you do something. Think twice, think thrice. Okay, I'm going out with these people, I'm doing this. Okay, what is going to be the outcome? What if just do the what ifs? Okay, I'm going to do this. What if it doesn't go right? What the worst that could happen? Think of it. Think of everything. If I do this, what is the worst that can happen? What's going to happen if I do this? So think of all that before you do something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very right, Wonga, because what happens is sometimes you find out that someone is just entering into relationships casually. They just say, no, it's just a casual relationship because, maybe you came here alone, you left your husband back home. You came here alone, you left your wife back home. But you really need to say, I need to just have just another casual relationship that I can just, have in the meantime, just to while up time and see, how things will go. But before you know it, that casual relationship will end up being a relationship that you cannot even get out of.
There's nothing that is called a casual relationship, especially if it involves sex.
Yeah.
All those things that you do together, all that kissing, that connection, that physical connection and everything, even if you use protection, those soul ties and everything, that connection. And especially when it comes to women, women get so attached and everything. You think you tell me that it's just a casual relationship, when your wife comes, I'm just going to let you go like that and everything. So don't make those kind of stupid decisions saying that it's just casual. It's never
Nothing
just
is
casual. You've created another relationship. You probably create another life and everything. So you have to be very careful and you have to be strong. That's why we say that it's very important to stay connected and to communicate with your wife and your husband if they are away and everything. There's no casual relationship.
Nothing casual.
There's nothing that is casual. Once you have sex, once you get, especially if you just have sex with someone, there's no casual there. You're connected. You have a bond. You're now one. Because the Bible says once you get married to someone, you become one. It's mostly about sex.
Yeah.
Those soul ties, that connection, those fluids that you share together and everything, all that. There's nothing that is casual about that.
And also one thing also that you need to be careful of is you can have friends that will disrespect your spouse.
Yeah.
In your presence. Maybe they might not like disrespect Wongai like in a way that is like direct, but they can just say, ladies, and don't listen to
Controlled by
don't
woman.
be controlled, or all those kind of funny ways that they can actually use, but in the process disrespecting your relationship. So you have to be careful of people who start trying to downgrade or maybe to downplay your relationship or your marriage. Oh, why are you being controlled? Why are you being told what to do? Why is your husband doing this? Or why is your wife telling you this? Or why is your wife asking you to tell them where they are going? Or those kind of funny statements. Because on a normal relationship, there's nothing wrong with doing those things. Nothing wrong with communicating with your
Yeah,
partner.
exactly.
Nothing wrong, with actually me telling my wife, oh baby, this we can do this, we cannot do. It's not control, but it's just having a conversation and a discussion. In a normal relationship, you're actually supposed to do this. So just be careful of those people that will end up trying to tell you to disrespect your spouse or not to listen to your spouse in some instances. So be careful because you don't know their intentions.
There are some people actually who do it intentionally.
Imagine.
Disrespecting their partner intentionally on
Yeah.
purpose. Imagine you're at a family gathering or you're at a party. When you are not there, when you go to the toilet or to the bathroom, the way your husband will be laughing and talking to people and everything or whatever, the moment you step in,
Back.
it's like something has died or anything, everything changes. He keeps quiet, he changes his attitude. You'll be like, did I catch something? Am I smelling or something? Why has everything died since I've here? It's like you are a joy killer. Mafara pera. You make things horrible because of your presence.
Yeah.
So it's not very nice to make your partner feel this way because there are some people out there who are people pleasers.
Oh, yeah.
You rather make all the boys and all the people from your work happy, all the family members, making jokes at the expense of your partner.
Imagine.
Embarrassing your partner, whether it's your husband, your wife. This one, you don't know him. This one is stupid. This one doesn't think. This one, trying to hype yourself, trying to look cool in front of your family or your workmates at the expense of your partner. It's real, baby. It's real. I'm talking about real things that people will tell you about, that will talk about that. My husband will make a joke out of me. My wife will make a joke out of me just to please people. And people will be laughing at your partner's expense. At your wife's expense. You remember that we watched Nigel when he took his girlfriend to school reunion.
Oh, yeah.
And the way the girl felt and everything, kept on talking to his friends and hugging these girls and everything, talking. And she felt out of place, Let's not make each other feel that way. Whatever it is, be it a family gathering, a church gathering, introduce your partner, hold her hand. She might not understand the term that you're talking about. Maybe at your Christmas work party, end of year party, whatever. Maybe she doesn't understand the jargon of your work and everything. Hold her hand. Talk to people about with her, be there with her. Okay, this is my wife, so and so, whatever. Even if you, whatever culture that you have your wake of hugging, I think when your wife is there, don't do that, don't do that. It's not right. So let's not embarrass each other. And because, like I said before, those people will come and go. At the end of the day, after that work meeting, whatever, you're going home with me. You want to be close to me. You want to talk to me. Now I met her because all those people have gone. They were respecting their. Sometimes it's also very important to read the room.
Yeah.
See how other people are talking to everyone and about their partners. You're the one who keep on giving an example and joke example of your partner, of your wife or your husband. What are other people saying?
Yep.
You've been the one who's telling all these stupid jokes about your partner. What are others? They keep on laughing. They don't comment. They say, I imagine my wife. It's only you who say my wife, my husband, making you a fool out of your partner just because you want to please people. So just do you, live your own life and respect your wife, respect your husband, not to try to please people at the expense of your partner.
Yeah, it's very important because what happens also sometimes someone can just tell you marriage is a trap. Marriage is a scam. And there's nothing wrong with those statements if you just look at them just natural like that. But what they do is they plant some seeds of resentment in you without you knowing. So if someone comes and complains and starts saying bad things about your husband and everything, yes, you will say, no, you did not hear it or you did not listen to it. But what it does, it plants something in you. That sometimes was words. That's why I like the word of God. That's why you see God will say, let there be. Let there be. You will just be saying words and things will happen. Even, when we pray right now, we say in Jesus' name, we pray, we declare things and you see things happening. It's all through our words. So if someone comes to you with words and then they plant those words in you, sometimes those words, you think they're just normal words just being said, but they're actually planting something in you that you might not even know what has happened. Before you know it, you start reducing, I don't know what to call that, reducing the love that you are giving to your husband or to your wife. You start seeing it going down and you think it's all right, but it's because someone planted something in you without you noticing and you didn't even notice it.
What gives that person the audacity, the power to come to you and start saying bad things about me to you? What kind of things are they saying? What are they talking about? Did they find me cheating or something? And in what context are they saying those things? Are they trying to build our relationship? Are they trying to ruin it? Are they trying to make me look bad? Or are they married as well? Do they have experience in marriage? They're telling that marriage is a scam. Have they been married before? There's constructive criticism. And there are people who just want to say bad things, who just want to pull you down. I don't think I can accept that. I haven't come across it yet where someone who come to me and start bashing my husband, telling me that Israel, this Israel, that Israel, whatever. I don't give people that kind of room. That kind of power.
Should be some boundaries.
There should be
When
some
you hear someone
boundaries.
starting,
There should be
you say,
some boundaries,
no.
of you coming to me. But if I have friends, I have people close to me, like, Wangai, I'm not comfortable with the way that I saw Israel relating to this lady at church, the way they were standing, the amount of time they were together, and the way she kept on touching his shoulder. I wasn't comfortable with it. I can accept that. I'll say, thank you. I'll look into it. It all depends on the scenario and what you are saying.
Yeah.
But there's something that you hear that this one just wants to ruin my marriage. This one is just want to make my husband look bad. But there's people who actually care. You can tell the difference that, this is some from a good place. This is someone who's trying to help me. But if someone say, women are stupid, being married is scam, what, everything. He's not even married. And you're actually giving that person an ear. Cut them off. Leave them. Get out of that room. Get out of that conversation. I'm like, my brother, I don't think you know what you're talking about. And I'm not comfortable with this conversation that you're bringing to me. I'm a married person. I love my wife. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Where are you going with this? Where are we going? What are we really talking about? What are you trying to say? Stand your ground. Maybe it's probably your boss or someone older than you. Sometimes it's very important to be principled in a respectful way. We're not saying be rude or whatever, but sometimes there are some people who are older who want to take advantage. People who are older, maybe age-wise or education-wise, they want to take advantage, and they know that you respect them, you listen to them, and they come with any kind of nonsense to you, saying nonsense to you about marriage, about your partner or something. Tell them, no, I respect you so much, but what you're talking about right now, I'm not comfortable with it. The things that are coming out of your mouth, I'm not okay with it. Yeah,
you have to be careful. Really careful, because people are out there, to take your relationship away from you. So just be careful. And also one other thing that I notice, there are some people who tend to want to compare themselves with each other, or maybe they're always coming to you. They're saying, no, you haven't done this. Oh, I've already done this. We've already bought a house. Oh, we've already bought a new car. Or I am now already a citizen. Or, those comparisons, sometimes just be careful, because if someone keeps on trying to do that, there's nothing wrong with someone, is motivating you to do better in life. As a couple, they are your friends, they want you to do better. But when they are always like bashing you and looking down upon you and maybe comparing you and saying, trying to appear like they've done it, they've made it in life, more than you have done, just be careful, because you don't know their intentions. You don't know what they are trying to do. These days, like already, if you are married and you are grown up and already, move away from all these comparisons and all these funny things, really.
Yeah, we are not in a competition.
Yeah.
We are not racing each other. We are not in a polygamous relationship. Like we are married to the same husband. We are trying to outdo each other. I'm trying to be better than you. You are living your own life. We didn't start this life at the same day.
Yeah.
Even if we are twin sisters or twin brothers, we are different people. I don't live for you. You don't live for me. I don't have to be like you. Yes, you have achieved that, but I will have my own time. I have my own race. We've got different ways, and we are going to different directions. Yes, we are both living life, but you've got different goals and everything. Not that I'm comparing, but there are some things that I have achieved that you haven't achieved.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I might not have a house, but I might have peace in my house. Yeah. I've raised kids in my house. I've done things that you haven't done. I have my own achievement. I have my own thing that I'm looking out for. I remember I was talking to one of my friends this other time, and I was telling them that, like, I feel like I'm not really going anywhere with life. I feel like I'm in the same place. I'm not developing. I haven't been able to erect my buildings. I have land, a lot of land, but I haven't erected any building. I haven't done things that I wanted to do by this time. By 40, I used to tell myself that I will have retired. I will have my own business and doing my own thing. But with the way life is, I don't don't think I'll get there. And then she went on to say, like, Vaughn, I have all those things.
Yeah.
I have businesses, I have houses, I have things and everything, but there's no smile in my house. There's no laughter in my house. I'm not happy in my house. You've got a stable relationship. Your husband loves you. Your husband cares about you. He's always there for you and everything. Your kids are doing great and everything and whatnot. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Yes, material things are important, but there's more to life than just material things. So yes, it's okay. They've achieved that. They've gotten there, but you have your own race.
Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable with where you are going and what you're doing, you're agreeing with your partner and everything. You talk about things. You know your direction. You know your goals with your partner. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Yes, it's okay to appreciate what they are doing, what they achieved. They've achieved. That's good. They've bought a house. I think it's important for us also to get a house, not to be given pressure, not to be told that you guys have been here 20 years. We've been only here 5 years and we already have a house. You guys, what have you been doing? No. Don't do that. Don't talk to people like that. You don't know where they've been and what have happened to them and what they've been through. So stop comparing people to your life. You're doing the same job. You have been here 20 years and you're still a carer. You didn't even go to school. These courses that you can do, you haven't done them. You're still at the same place. Why? Why is it like that? No, my sister, my brother. No, you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know why I'm where I am. I've got my own reasons. I've got my own life. If you want to ask me something, do it properly and do it constructively and make sure that we are close enough for you to be asking me those kind of questions. So don't disrespect people because of your achievements, because you think you are better than them, because you think you have achieved better. No.
And you know, one thing also that you should be careful about this is that when you're actually doing these comparisons and everything, you can end up creating unnecessary tensions and pressure even in your house, because maybe you've seen the next door, they've bought a nice car, and you now go, oh, they bought a new car, why are we not buying a new car? Or they bought a new fridge or whatever, those gadgets that you like in your kitchen or everything. I've seen this at Miss So-and-so's house. Why haven't you bought me this? Or the husband bought them this and stuff like that. So don't stress yourself about this comparison, because you end up, getting into situations that, you are now fighting with your husband unnecessarily, because it's competition.
Yeah, I always tell myself that before that conversation that I had with that person, before I spoke to that person, before that person told me that thing, did I have a problem with my car that I have right now with my husband? Do I have a problem with the fridge that I have now, right now in my house? Is there anything wrong with my sofas, the TV that I have? Do I have any problem? Before that, I met that person, before I spoke to that person, did I have problems with any of that? When I reflect and see that all those things, they work properly. My fridge can freeze food, even though it's not whatever name, whatever make. I can watch movies. I can sit on my couch comfortably. It doesn't have holes or anything. Our car is well serviced. It's working. It's okay right now. Why should I bother? Why should I try to be someone else? So as long as you're comfortable, don't be pressured by people. If you know that you're okay with everything, why should you be bothered by what people are saying or how people are pulling you down? As long as it's not constructive and it's someone is trying to make you look silly or stupid or any less, cut them off.
Cut them off, really. Cut them off. And one thing, and this is very important, guys, because remember, here in the UK, you're going to be working with different people, different nationalities and everything. And you're probably going to share the same stress, the same challenges, because you're doing the same job and night shift. So be careful of those colleagues that you work with. If you don't set boundaries, if you don't put boundaries, you end up probably sleeping around there at the workplace during that night shift, during that shift or during the day, whatever. Just be careful, because you actually probably be sharing the same exact challenges, the same exact things that you're actually sharing together. So if you're not careful, you end up being involved in that relationship without you even knowing.
The word of God said, do not be conformed.
Yep.
That everyone is doing it. You feel, we surely are the same.
Yep.
Really? That's how you feel? That's what same
as me.
Even myself. Oh, she does that. My husband does it too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I think we need each other. We can help each other. The devil have got a way of trying to make bad things look good.
Yep.
Make you feel comfortable in a bad situation, make you do things that, and it feels so sweet and so nice
So
at that
nice.
moment. You'll be like, this is it. I want to do this. This will make me feel better. And the way you feel after doing that, after cheating or after doing whatever you have done, it's going to be awful and it's going to be bad and you're going to ruin your relationship. Think of your kids. Think of the kind of thing, that pressure that is going to bring on you. So just make sure that, we are all people. We all have feelings. We are all vulnerable and everything. We can easily be swayed if you are not careful. So if you know that you're not comfortable, you are thirsty, you have been here for 3 years, your husband or your wife is not here, you need sex and everything. Stop talking about sex with that colleague that you have over the night shift.
Yeah.
Talk about something else. Avoid them. You're not supposed to stay exactly in the same room. Stay in the other room. Stay somewhere else. Talk about something else. Watch a movie. Do something else. You are hungry. You are thirsty. You need sex. You are lonely. And you are talking to an opposite sex person, a single person, or someone who's also lonely. You are talking about sex. What do you expect?
Yeah. Like also, even while you are talking to them at work, make sure you are trying to remain focused and, about work issues.
Yes.
The moment you start talking about your husband, what they have done, what they haven't done, to that person at work,
they want to do it for you.
They see an opportunity.
Like, okay.
Let me do it for you. I know you like this.
Come here.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I live for that.
So you imagine. Then you find out people end up, doing those things that you then regret in future. So make sure you have your boundaries.
Yes.
Tell that person if they try to tell you, about
someone
their own relationship.
There's a couch here for 2 people. There's a couch here for another one person. He always wants to come and sit with you there next to you, talking to you with his hands. No, move to the other couch. Yeah.
Immediately when they start talking, even if it's someone coming to you talking about their partner, try to run away from that conversation as much as you can.
Exactly.
You have no business
especially
in that.
When it's negative
as long
things.
as you are not their pastor,
you're not their counselor, whatever. If it's
refer
negative
them
things,
to HR. Because the moment you start listening and giving your opinions,
my wife
and
is
everything,
boring. My boyfriend is boring.
This, my wife, my husband is doing this. Or we
she
haven't had
like
sex
kissing.
in this
She doesn't
much,
like touching me. She just wants to have dry sex. I hate it. I wish I could find someone who could kiss me.
Then my husband smells so good. It doesn't smell good, but you
smell so
smells nice,
Buy him perfume and make him smell good.
Imagine. I'm even worried about that. And before you know it, you end up doing things that you end up regretting. Really regret. And these days it's no longer like, because I know before some men will be saying, no, I'll use this lady. I'll just sleep with her at work and just leave her alone. These days, you are being used.
You are both using each other. Even then, you are both using each other. It's not like you are also doing something. You're also part of that act. And so you're being used as well. They're also benefiting. You are benefiting.
I've heard said stories, actually. It will start like a normal work relationship and everything. Then the moment that you say, oh, I don't like this relationship, I'm letting it go. The other person is not, why?
Where do you think you're going?
Where do you think you're going? Now you are stuck in there. And when you try to forcefully move out of the relationship, they get reported, oh, this one, so-and-so did this. Probably they have evidence. They have pictures that you were taking while you were enjoying yourself together. They will say, no, you did something inappropriate to me, because now they want you out of their picture. They don't want you because now you've cut ties,
Yeah.
So they will end up, reporting you and saying, oh, so-and-so has done this to me and everything. So keep your boundaries, be professional, so that even if someone comes to try to, to accuse you of anything, there will be no evidence around against you, and people can actually say,
vouch for you.
I've worked with that person. I've worked with her. She's not that kind of person. Be principled. Know your boundaries.
I remember the other day when we were watching Darerema Chinta, when they said that there was a guy who was cheating with someone's wife, and then the guy said, you must pay me 10,000. Imagine being blackmailed like that. He was like, if you don't pay me, I'm going to report you to your workplace, to HR. I know you're not supposed to date co-workers. I want you to... And he has his own wife. What really happens with men? That woman has got his own wife who is sleeping, his husband who is sleeping with him. You have got your own wife. So what makes that woman different? What makes you think that is okay? Now you are being blackmailed to pay that kind of money. But even that man who was blackmailing, so is he still going to go back to his wife after receiving that money, or he just wants the money and then go away? So now that he has been paid money, it's okay for the wife to cheat, or it's okay that the wife cheated. How does that even work?
It's sad. I can tell you that. It's so sad. And people end up doing things that they will regret big time. The other thing that can actually affect your relationship that you need to be very careful of is I've seen people being involved in groups, like social media groups, like I've seen on Facebook, singles in the UK, singles in Nottingham, singles in here, or, you find there,
There's
you're
a
not
married
single.
man.
I mean, there, I'm just,
What are you doing?
imagine, I'm just
In a
checking
singles
around.
group.
And before you know it, maybe you end up, being connected to the wrong people. Then also, there are some groups as well. They're on social media that are talking, bad about, relationships, talking bad about why wives are bad, why husbands are bad, why people on COS, and all those kind of information that you'll be feeding from there. It might not be happening in your house, but the more you get to hear it, the more you get to hear it, you start to think that is actually happening. Then the moment your wife comes in and maybe they say something in another way, immediately you take it, you transform it to whatever it is that the other guys are saying. Then you feel, that's what they're saying actually.
Disadvantages of marrying someone who have been married before, or a divorcee. Disadvantages of marrying someone who have got their own child. It's a group.
Imagine.
And you married someone with their own child, or you remarried and you are in that group. Imagine what
are
will
you
happen
gonna
to your
hear?
relationship. Imagine how you're going to resent your partner, hearing all those things and everything. Hey, once a cheater, always a cheater. Hey, why you made a choice. You were supposed to be in that group before you got married and hear those things and make a choice from there. But you have already made that choice, and now you're going that group, and you're using every way that you're getting out of that group. You're going with it. You're going to attack your wife. You're going to attack your husband based on those things. But you made your own decision. So it's very important to screen and choose what kind of thing that you could follow on social media, what you watch, how does it help you? How does it benefit you? I know you laugh at me when I say at the end of the movie, I'm asking people, what have you learned? What have you benefited? Because I cannot be sitting for 2 hours and watch something and not learn something and not benefit something from it. So it's very important what kind of conversations you listen to. How do they benefit your partner? How do they benefit your relationship? Are they going to edify it, or are they going to ruin it? They will make you bitter and you drowse and you drown. You'll be like, so why did I do this? Why did I do that? You look at your partner, you're thinking of all those things that was being said. You always watching pornography, you're always comparing, seeing all those things. You come to your wife, you try to do that thing to your wife like, what are you doing? Your husband will be like, no, what are you doing? Be like, how can she do that? So those people are professionals. They know what they're doing. They get paid. They're being screened like how we are doing right now. They're on camera. And you're trying to make your wife do that same thing, that very thing. That's a sin.
Imagine.
And that's wrong in front of God. You cannot be doing that to your wife or to your partner and then comparing them to those things. So it's very important to be realistic when it comes to social media.
What actually happens, some groups are also a group that is talking about how you can actually have a secret relationship. And also others talking about how, divorce is like, empowerment. Yes, there are some relationship where, if someone gets out of that relationship, they can actually have a
you can
better
go
life
into
and
that group
everything.
after the divorce.
Yes, but if you are still in a relationship
and you care about your
you
relationship,
are there in that divorce empowerment group, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to learn from there?
exactly, doesn't make sense.
Because you end up getting the wrong information that you're not supposed to get.
Whatever social media is trying to sell to you, they make sure they do enough research. They'll make sure that you really are drowned, you are drawn to it.
Yeah.
They'll tell you facts and reasons and things that make you think that, no, divorce is good. I have to get out of this. Even if you're enjoying your marriage, just by listening to those things and everything, you'll be like, I think this is a good decision. I should get out of this relationship, because you are watching it. Because whatever you feed your mind with, whatever you put inside of you, it becomes who you are. It shapes the kind of person that you become. So if you keep on watching things about divorce and everything, where are you going with your relationship?
And I have friends, I have people that I talk to, that I
like the
work
way you
with.
say my name.
Oh, thanks, wrong guy. I have people, that I work with. Some of my friends, some of them have not ever married, they are single. Some actually have married and they are now divorced. You have to be careful, with what they say to you, or, some information they give to you. They are my friends. I like them.
Exactly.
We speak, we talk, we do anything. But their perspective on marriage in my perspective of marriage is different. There are some things that I can learn from them, even if they are single, which is fine. But there is a difference. Like, for example, I can tell you there's a certain responsibility that I have as a married man that doesn't exist to them. There's a certain way that I can be, they can be spontaneous in making decisions about what they want to do, which I cannot do because I'm married. I have to maybe first check out with my wife and everything. So if they start saying, no, why do you need to check out with your wife? Why do you need to do this and everything? You have to be clear and firm and, let them know, no, guys, I understand you guys, you don't have any other extra responsibilities or, anything that can affect you to make that decision right now. So you can actually make it. But for me, I have to check out with my wife. I can do, maybe they can decide to say, now let's go to Birmingham right now.
Right now, let's drive.
Yeah.
As you have got school and you've got a wife, your kids waiting, I'm going to a night shift and everything.
Imagine.
And you're driving to Birmingham.
I'm just going to Birmingham immediately. There's a party there. We need to go clubbing. Yes, I can go clubbing with them, but I might need to check up with my wife. Hi, baby, if everything's sorted, do you need me tonight? Or I want to travel. I'm going to Birmingham. Then we agree. Then I go to Birmingham. I cannot just up and leave like that.
It's very important. It's okay to have friends who are single, who are not married or who have been married before, whatever. But boundaries are very important. It's very important. These single people, he probably lives in a house like this. He lives by himself. He finishes work at 6 o'clock. For him to go to that empty house at 6 o'clock and wake up again tomorrow at 6 o'clock by himself in that house, it's lonely, it's cold, it's empty. So he needs something to entertain him. He needs somewhere he can blow his steam. He needs some people to entertain him. You need a life. You have a life. You have a house full of kids. You have a wife and everything. They envy that. They won't tell you that, I wish I had someone at home. I wish I had. They won't tell you that because they want you to draw. They want to draw you to their side. So they'll make their side look so exciting. How good it is to be going clubbing and everything. Why are you going clubbing all the time during the weekend and everything? Because they are lonely. The house is empty. They probably don't even have a pet or a flower, everything. You just get from work, you sit down, you get a drink, you sit there for all those hours in the house by themselves. But you've got a wife to fight with, you've got your kids to jump on you and everything, to pick up from school. Your life is eventful. You've got things to do, but they don't. Imagine they're telling you, Israel, we are going to Leicester. There's a singles club there. We're going to have party. There's a singles party there. And you're like, Vongai, hi, how are you? Are you okay? My friends have invited me to go to Leeds. There's a singles party there. I'm like, who am I talking to? Why would you want to go to a singles party when you're married? Oh, my friends are going. They're single. Damn. Yeah. Why do you want to go to a singles party? You are a married man and everything. It's okay. Talk to them. Have boundaries. Set boundaries. This I don't do. This I cannot go and everything. Especially those who have got husbands or wives who are still back at home, or those who are actually single, they've got nobody. They would rather be at work all the time and not go home, because there's nothing to go home to. There's no one to go home to. You see them in shape and everything. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong being in shape, because it's work, gym, home, work, gym, home, work. So how can they not have a six-pack? I'm not saying you cannot have a six-pack because you've got kids. So that's their life. They've got nothing else to do. That's all they do. Guys. So you cannot compare yourself to a singles
we have nothing bad, against single people, single husbands.
No.
But what we just understand is, the priorities are different there. And we pray for you guys that you actually get a partner that can then maybe, then you can have a relationship, a marriage. Like if that's something that you also are praying for, we pray for you as well together with you.
It's important to respect. I respect that you are single.
Yeah.
When you invite me, when I'm available, I come. But it's also important for you to think about me, say, okay, I know you are married, you've got a family and all that. Be considerate, think about that. But there are some people who actually want to draw you to their side, who actually want you to be single like them, who wants you to live their life. No, there's nothing wrong with being single.
Yeah.
It can be a choice. It can be something that is beyond your control and everything. And there's nothing wrong. I hang out with single people. I talk to single people a lot. I've got a lot of people who are single that I hang out with, who are my friends. But they have to understand that, okay, at this time, now it's 8 o'clock, Vongai has to go. The kids are back from school. The kids needs to be tucked in and everything. The husband is not at home. They have to understand. But if you have friends who do not understand, who do not appreciate, that becomes a challenge. Single friends, yes, but boundaries and respecting each other's space and understanding that I'm married, there are things that I cannot do is very important.
Yep. And there are also those culture identity conflicts that can happen, especially when you are here in the diaspora. You find out that with your workmates, sometimes there are couples between the two of us. One of us can maybe adapt faster to how things are done here. I can take time maybe to adapt to that. So you should also be able to consider that in making those decisions that you then make, for our relationship. Maybe you find it so simple, everything, you're hanging out with all those other male colleagues of yours or female colleagues of mine and everything. Then you think it's normal because that's culture here. It's fine. You can just hang around and, call each other by names and whatnot. But you find out that for someone maybe like me, I don't take that lightly. I don't adapt that fast to culture changes. So you have to consider your partner to find out, are you moving along in the same, space and same speed? Because you don't want you to be way ahead and the other one is left behind.
It's very important for you to be able to speak up, to be able to speak your opinions. Just because you're here, you don't have to conform and change your culture and become something else. I've got friends who would invite me to a dress-themed party. We're supposed to wear this. I'm like, I really appreciate the invite, but I cannot wear that at a party where there are people. I cannot dress like that. I cannot come like that. If it was something else, I would have come. Don't try to be cool and look good at the expense of your ruining your culture, ruining the person that you are, who you are, just because you want to try and fit in. Just like what you're saying, I'm not a socialite. I'm not someone who is outgoing and parties and everything. I have a laid-back life. I don't mind coming from work and sleeping here, chilling down, going to the beach, just lying down there and everything. But probably you like a busy life. You like a life that is full of adventure and everything. You want to go out every day. There's a party, there's a show at Birmingham, or Winky D is coming. You want to go there. Japresa is coming. You want to go there. This one is coming. You want to go there everywhere and everything. I'm different. So don't look down upon me or say you are boring because you don't want to go to parties and everything. No, we are different. And it's very important to accept that and to do things at your own pace and to talk about your feelings. I was watching this movie with the guy, the girl was saying that, all the things that we did when we were dating, I did it for you to make you like me more. All the movies that we watched, I never liked any of them.
Imagine.
Even that food that we used to eat was like, when we went out, there was this very hot food that they used to order.
Spicy
that guy used to order. No, it's hot. You have to eat it hot.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend was a fast eater. So he could eat very fast. And after eating, he didn't want to stay in one place. He wanted to eat and leave. But the girl liked the same food. But because she's a slow eater, she couldn't order that food because she would have to eat it slowly. But the boy is a fast eater. So she had to order cold food so that she can be able to eat fast to accommodate the boyfriend, that they can live. The boyfriend was crying when she was telling him all those things. All the things that made it, that she had to sacrifice to make him happy. You remember that time, that movie? I don't like that movie. We used to watch it again and again. I just loved it so that I could make you like me more. That food, a lot of things. So I don't want to be in a relationship like that, whether it's friendship or marriage. I would tell my husband, no, I'm not watching that. I don't like that kind of movie. I don't like going there. I accommodate him sometimes. I would never watch The Walking Dead. I remember when we started, when we got married early, I used to watch some horror movies with him, and I'll close one eye. Sometimes I'll just close both eyes.
You didn't finish the Final Destination movie.
Exactly. I can't because I'm scared. I try. It's okay to try new things, to try to accommodate your partner. But if you are not comfortable...
horror movies. It gets your adrenaline high.
No, it doesn't get my adrenaline high. You know what it does?
It's good. It gets you, it takes away that fear. When someone threatens you... what
happens when I watch those horror movies? When I go to bed, I'm the one who is being chased. I'll dream about it and I'm the one who is being chased by those Walking Dead. I'm the one who end up being eaten by the Walking Dead. So sometimes you remember, that's why I used to say that when we are watching a scary movie, let's watch it in the morning.
And then in the evening,
watch something else, and then I'll remember the last one, and then I'll have time to forget about which one, the other one that we watched. So talk to you. We are talking right now about movies. We are laughing about it. We are making it simple and everything. But don't be rigid and say, why you're not as a Christian man like you watching The Walking Dead? Why would you watch things like that? And don't judge people just because you are not comfortable with something. Don't make someone feel bad because you're not comfortable with something. Yes, that's the kind of movie that they want. That's the theme that they want. You're not comfortable. Yes, don't go. Don't judge someone. How can you do such a movie? A married woman wearing like that, dressing like that. How can no? You are not comfortable. It's okay. Don't go. Don't judge people. Don't say whatever. Beat your partner, beat your friends, whatever. If you are not comfortable, just tell them, no, I can't. I'm not comfortable. I was telling my friend who was like, Vaughn, I always invite you to come to the club with us and party. And I'm like, I'm not very good with people. People make me, I am not comfortable with crowds and many people. Me in the club dancing and everything and people around me and bumping into me. It makes me so uncomfortable. And she was laughing. So I was like, Vaughn, you can go to the VIP. You can just sit there. I'm like, no. What if someone comes to me and say, hi, Vaughn? What do I do? And she was laughing. No, I'm not weak, but
you break down.
No, I won't break down, but I'm not comfortable. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to end up explaining that, no, I'm not married, I don't like it, whatever. So I'd rather avoid going to that places where people expect me to be single, or people might try to ask me out or get into my space, But I'm not saying that those people who go to the clubs and everything are bad people, whatever. We are all comfortable with certain things. So let's not judge each other or force each other or look down upon each other just because you are not comfortable or you're not okay with that kind of thing.
And, there's peer pressure as well. Be careful. You are a grown-up man. You are a married wife. You are a married husband. Don't let peer pressure come to you. People coming to tell you, oh, don't tell your wife. What your wife doesn't know, it doesn't hurt them. What your husband doesn't know, it doesn't hurt them.
As soon as you say that sentence, I'm gone.
You're taking it with you.
As soon as you say that,
doing it.
You turn around and you won't find me.
Try by all means to avoid any secrets in your relationship.
Yeah. That's it. Be open. Talk about it. Yeah.
So what they actually say is the circle that you keep around you will determine if you succeed or if you not succeed.
Definitely.
So if you stay around, other couples who are also faith-minded like yourself, other couples who are also for marriage, other couples who actually, want marriages to grow and strive, who are actually fighting for their relationships. You find out that you're actually also going to grow in
definitely.
that. Because, they always say that if there are 5 people who are like, poor, you're probably going to be the sixth one.
Yeah, definitely.
But if there are 5 people who are rich, you're going to be the sixth.
The rich one.
Yeah. So make sure the people that you want to associate with are the ones that you want them to, to lead you into the right relationship that you need for your life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Remember, that's what the guy was saying, that if you are in a circle of people where they always say, Mudara is Zivauya. Yeah, big boss is here and everything. You are the biggest in that group. So where are you going to go? That's your ceiling. That's your limit. You're not going to go anywhere because they think you are the big man. You are the big boss and everything. Be with people who challenge you, who are richer than you, who are smarter than you, who challenge you to be better, who have grown maturely in marriage so that you can also grow, who are also younger in marriage so that you can also stay young and stay excited about marriage and everything. Have a mixed up of people. People who are also at your level, and so that you can encourage each other. People who are higher than you, that you can also learn to be like them. People who are lower than you, so that you can also motivate them to become like you. But if you have the same level of people everywhere and then they are all beneath you, they are all learning from you, who are you learning from?
Imagine.
So you are just taking out information. You're just telling people who are beneath you, but you are not getting any information inside. No one is teaching you. No one is challenging you or motivating you to be better. So it's very important to make sure that you keep on challenging yourself. You keep on developing. You've got people who are better than you, who are grown than you, who are growing than you, and so that you can also keep growing and not remain in the same place or space.
Yeah, guys, this is very important. Make sure you have a sieve. Is that the right word?
Yes, definitely.
You have a sieve that can help you to sieve the right friends from the wrong friends, the right company from the wrong company, the right conversations to have from the wrong conversations to have. Because if you don't have this sieve, you end up just, consuming all that negativity, all that bad influence, all that peer pressure, all that challenges. And before you know it, your relationship or your marriage is in jeopardy. So you have to make sure you are very, very intentional about what's happening around you, what circles you are spending time in, what circles you are, moving around in. Because the last thing that you want is to be in the wrong circle.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, that's it.
Anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
So, guys, I hope this conversation is gonna help you, in your relationship, and maybe just to even start that conversation with your partner or with your husband. Because if you can actually notice that maybe my wife or my husband is actually involved in this kind of friendships that is causing challenges to your relationship, talk to them. Have a conversation, baby. I like your friend. I don't have anything against them, but every time
But
you are
if I
with
have
them,
something against them, I'll tell you.
you tell me.
Yeah,
But you say every time
but
you are with
it's
them,
important the
I
way you
can
say
see
it.
maybe
Yeah,
you
the
come
way
with a
you say it.
different
Because if you bash that
attitude.
friend, I'll get closer to them.
Imagine.
So it's
There's
the way
nothing
you
wrong
say
to
it.
get advice from your friends, but don't let that advice then
Shape your
supersede,
marriage and
supersede whatever it is that you've
discuss
decided
with
to
your
discuss
wife.
with your wife or with your husband. The advice is good. You can actually bring it back together to the table to your wife and say, guys, let's discuss this. I actually spoke to so and so, and they advised me that we can actually do it better using
Yeah,
this
that's
way.
why we're saying that you must also have people who are there that they can also advise
Yes,
you and
and
help
those
you
in the
and
middle and
everything.
not bottom. So you can be friends with anyone, but just make sure that within that circles of friends, you have friends that can motivate you for business, motivate
Challenge
you
you
for growth, motivate you
spiritually.
spiritually, motivate you in different aspects of your life. You can never be an island and then be
No,
able to
it's not
succeed.
possible.
You just need all those different
Yeah.
friends around you. So thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.